of the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Good afternoon and welcome to our Do the Right Thing Awards celebration for the month of May. My name is John McGraw. I'm the director of the Do the Right Thing program, and I'd like you at this point to stand, and we're going to be starting our program with the Pledge of Allegiance, being led by Selena Thier and Audrey Warner. So please stand. That's your mic. That's your mic. Hold it close to you, the mic.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Selena. Back to your seats. Audrey, thank you too. Please be seated, everyone. We are so fortunate to celebrate our monthly awards activities, our presentations here in our school board chambers. And a special word of thanks to the school board of Lee County. Mary Fisher, Jane Kuckel, Melissa Giovanelli, Chris Patrica, Stephen Teuber, Pamela Riviere, Kathleen O'Daniel Morgan. Of course, Kathleen O'Daniel Morgan is the current chairwoman of the school board. And a special word of thanks to our superintendent of schools, Dr. Gregory Atkins. At this time, we have a school board member with us, Melissa Giovanelli, and she'd like to say a few words to you young people. A round of applause for school board member Melissa Giovanelli.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome, everybody. This is exciting. Everyone should be very proud of all our students here today that did the right thing. And I'm very proud and excited to congratulate each one of you today. And I enjoy this whole celebration. It's exciting. So thank you for being here.
And you will stay and you'll help us with the awards in a few minutes? I appreciate that. Thank you. Very good. Thank you. Round of applause for our school board member, Melissa Giovanelli. Thank you. Young people, you're going to be receiving letters from different congressmen and senators. From Senator Nelson's office, we have with us Liz King. A round of applause for Administrative Assistant Liz King from Senator Nelson's office. There's Regional Director, I'm sorry.
Good morning, or excuse me, good afternoon. On behalf of Senator Nelson, I'd like to extend his congratulations to you young people who have made the right choices and are receiving recognition today. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Liz, thank you very much. From Congressman Rooney's office, we have 4 members of his local helpers as far as the administrative work that does done locally. So we'll have them stand, then we'll give a round of applause. Evelyn Green, please stand. Also, Melanie Hernandez, please stand. You can stand, thank you. Michael Morrell, please stand. Now, someone told me this is Michael's last day working in Congressman Francis Rooney's office because Michael is headed to Annapolis, I guess, Maryland, to the U.S. Naval Academy. So congratulations on that appointment. Fabulous. Also from Congressman Francis Rooney's office, Brian Cummings. Come up here, Brian. You have a few words from the congressman. A round of applause for Brian Cummings.
Thank you. So I'm Brian Cummings. I'm just an intern in Congressman Francis Rooney's office. Just so he regrets that he can't be here today. So just on his behalf, I would like to extend a warm congratulations to each and every recipient here. Do the Right Thing is an amazing opportunity or an award that you guys have received for your moral character. So again, thank you guys.
Brian, thank you very much. Representing Sheriff Mike Scott today is Sergeant Anita Ariati. A round of applause for Sergeant Ariati, please. She has a few words to share.
Good afternoon. Thank you, family and friends of all these awesome kids who are here today. On behalf of Sheriff Scott and Under Sheriff Marcino, we're honored to be a part of this Do the Right Thing every single time it's held. And it's such a great thing to see our youth doing great things. So give them a round of applause. Thank you.
Sarge, don't leave. We're going to need you up here. Also representing Sheriff Scott today is Lieutenant Chris Layler. So they're going to help us in the presentations in a moment. Behind the scenes, we have our voice volunteers. They help throughout the entire county in the mission of the Lee County Sheriff's Office. We have Linda Walker, we have Mary Gary, we have Jim Collier, Pat Sear, Pat Powers, Aga Mayoski, and we just appreciate their work, and also Bev Atchison working behind the scenes, helping with our voice program. Also, Lieutenant Fuel is here today, Donnie Fuel, and Miriam Zamorano Dotson's here helping behind the scenes. So a round of applause for them helping behind the scenes. Our first honoree today will be Aubrey Warner, and she led us in the pledge. A round of applause for Aubrey Warner. Aubrey Warner of Lehigh Acres is a fourth grade student at River Hall Elementary School. Her principal is Dr. Alice Barfield. Her school resource officer is Deputy Edward Vandal. Representing the principal today is school counselor Eric Canseco. If family and friends would come forward, school resource officer and school counselor Mr. Canseco, I will share Aubrey's story. River Hall Elementary School school counselor Mr. Eric Canseco wrote in the nomination letter that Aubrey was excited to inform me of her plans to begin reaching out to local charities. She shared what she had already taken upon herself to pitch in at her own home, cutting the lawn, in order to earn some extra allowance, which she planned to donate to the Ronald McDonald Fund, the Ronald McDonald House. She went on to explain that her plans were to expand to her neighbors' yards to mow their yards in order to increase funding, and eventually over to more families in the neighborhood. It was an honor to encourage the student who was going out of her way with her own hard work in order to improve the lives of others. Seeing such enthusiasm, as well as a dedication to making the world a better place, is an inspiring sight, especially at such a young age. It is a pleasure to nominate you, Aubrey Warner. Thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. We're going to honor two students together at this time, Lucy Bullock and Levi Bullock. A round of applause for Lucy and Levi, please. Lucy Bullock and Levi Bullock reside in Fort Myers. Lucy Bullock is in the 3rd grade. Levi Bullock is in kindergarten. Both attend Tortuga Preserve Elementary School. Their principal is Dr. Scott LeMaster. Their school resource officer is Deputy Taylor Morgan. If family and friends and principal would come forward at this time, I will share their story. And while they're coming forward, Levi, you wanted to give a speech, huh? What do you want to tell the people on television?
I'm glad to be here.
Yes. What did you want to say?
I'm just glad I could be here with my family.
Yes, we're glad that you're here too. That's fantastic. Yes. Levi, that was a nice speech. Thank you. Lucy, that was a nice speech. Thank you for the sentiments. Tortuga Preserve Elementary School ESE pre-K teacher Monica Ham wrote that Lucy and Levi participated in the Jump Rope for Heart fundraising campaign. I noticed their collection jar, and Lucy told me that they did not collect any money. There's more to the story, though. What was in their collection jar was money donated by Levi and by Lucy. They put their own money in the jar. They gave from their heart, and they gave from their own monies. Lucy donated $20, and Levi donated $10 from their own personal allowance and funds. I thought about this, the teacher said later, and how often I'm approached to give, and I hold back and just give a little. Both students, though, gave of themselves without going around and asking others, and did not skimp on their giving. When they told their mom they were turning in their Jump Rope for Heart collection forms, she reminded them they had not collected any donations. And they both told her they were going to use their own funds, wanting to give from their heart, and their mother said, well then, I will match it. What a great role model for us to be more giving. And for Lucy and Levi, we say thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Jaden Doughton, a round of applause for Jaden Doughton, please. Okay, that's right. That's right. What is it next week? I just came back. Okay. Oh. Jaden Doughton of Lehigh Acres is a fourth grade student at Tortuga Preserve Elementary School. If family and friends would come forward at this time, school resource officer and also principal will share Jaden's story. That's great. Tortuga Preserve Elementary School fourth grade teacher Janice Walter wrote that Jaden has shown extraordinary courage and helpfulness during her grandmother's illness. Jaden's grandmother is fighting breast cancer. Jaden has helped make hope bags for people going through the process of fighting cancer. Jaden is an extraordinary, exemplary student, continuously making choices for doing the right thing all of the time. I believe Jaden should be recognized for her positive behavior. And Grandma's here, Jaden. I see Grandma. Well, God bless you. Jaden, thank you for your love for Grandma and for people fighting the battle of cancer. Thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. I'm told that Brandon Palacios Flores is not with us. He is on his fifth grade field trip. So he won't be with us. He'll be honored at school. But we're going to have two students come forward at this time. Vita Patterson and Ashley Santos. A round of applause for Vita and Ashley. Vita Patterson and Ashley Santos reside in Lehigh Acres. They are both fourth grade students at Sunshine Elementary School. Their principal is Sherry Gibson. Their school resource officer is Deputy Shane Nelson. If family and friends would come forward at this time, I will share Vita and Ashley's story. Sunshine Elementary School fourth grade teacher Lori O'Hara wrote that Vita and Ashley are both excellent role models and examples to the other students. One of the things that we have discussed in class is that students can be positive role models doing the right thing no matter what other students may be doing around them. In regard to this principle, Vita and Ashley were challenged as a student one day attempted to interrupt their classroom work. Vita and Ashley remained focused on their work and demonstrated maturity beyond their years. They have determination to work their hardest and achieve all they can in class. If the class allows it, one child making poor choices can have a ripple effect, interrupting everyone's learning. Ashley and Vita are showing the rest of the class that this doesn't have to be, that they can make good choices despite what others do. Hopefully, their example will continue to spread, showing more and more students how to make the right choices about their behavior and their education. I am very proud of the both of them, and we are too. Vita and Ashley, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Caitlin Monroe, a round of applause for Caitlin Monroe, please. Caitlin Monroe of Lehigh Acres is a first grade student at Sunshine Elementary School. If family and friends would come forward at this time, I'll share Caitlin's story. Sunshine Elementary School first grade teacher Danielle Lee wrote that, in my classroom, our class mantras are, what makes you different makes you special, and you are perfect the way you are. Caitlin Monroe is a very shy, she's a very sweet student. However, in her reading class, she found her voice. Caitlin noticed that one student was making fun of another student with a physical disability. Caitlin was so upset, she stood up and shouted, what makes you different makes you special. Whew. Her reading class was shocked to hear her talk so loudly and with so much conviction. When her reading teacher came to me and told me what had happened, I teared up with joy and pride. I am so proud of Caitlin for showing integrity and by doing the right thing. And for that we say, Caitlin, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Samantha Crispin, please. A round of applause for Samantha Crispin, please. Samantha Crispin of Lehigh Acres is a third grade student at Sunshine Elementary School. If family and friends would come forward and principal and school resource officer, I will share Samantha's story. Sunshine Elementary School third grade teacher Teresa Thomas wrote, Samantha chooses to do the right thing on a daily basis. When a classmate who was also her friend socked her and gave her a black eye, She chose not to hit back, not to hit her back. Instead, she counseled her about making good choices. She remains her friend, and she's always supportive of her. Samantha is a well-balanced child with a bright future ahead of her, both academically and socially. I believe she should be honored for always making positive choices. What a great role model she is for Sunshine Elementary School. And we agree. Samantha, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. There's a change in the program. We're going to have Selena Thier. She did the Pledge of Allegiance with Aubrey. Selena Thier, a round of applause for Selena, please. Selena Thier of Cape Coral is a third-grade student at Calusa Elementary School. Her principal is Shelley Markgraf, and her school resource officer is Deputy Gina Johnson. And Selena, you have a lot of deputies and officers here that want to celebrate with you this award, don't you? So come on down, family and friends. Selena, why are all these deputies here? Why? Tell the people watching on television.
Because I do a lot for the police departments, and I wanted to keep them all safe.
What do you do to keep them safe?
I give out a lot of prayer cards and other goodies for them.
And do you love the law enforcement officers? Do you love the deputies?
Yes.
And do you pray for them?
Yes.
Well, you are amazing. Wow, isn't she amazing? Wow. Round of applause. Wow. Dunbar High School School Resource Officer Corporal Ranju George, and this nomination could have been written by hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of deputies, wrote in the nomination letter that Selena Thier has been stopping law enforcement officers and giving out a prayer card entitled Officer's Prayer for Law Enforcement Officers. And she does this every time she comes in contact with a police officer, a deputy, anybody in law enforcement. Corporal George wrote, I'm one of the many law enforcement officers who have received one of these cards from Selena. I am grateful to this young lady for going out of her way to hand out these cards. It's nice to know that our efforts are appreciated. Selena has given out 1,700 of these prayer cards to officers and deputies and other law enforcement officers from Charlotte County, from Collier County, and of course from our Lee County. Her goal is to give out 2,000 of these cards. And Selena, there's a deputy here today. He's a school resource officer. Corporal Rivera is here from Skyline. And you want to tell the people what happened? Did he tell you what happened? Yeah, tell the people watching on television.
One day on Thursday, I gave Deputy Rivera a prayer card, and the next day I saw him again with another deputy talking to him. And then about an hour later, he was stabbed by another guy.
So your prayer card came in handy. It really helped him. There's Deputy Rivera, Corporal Rivera. Thank you for your love, Selena. You knew, didn't you, Selena? Yeah, you could probably see it protected him. He's here today. Yeah. Thank you for your love of all the law enforcement men and women. And thank you for your prayers. We really need it. Thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. And Selena, don't stop at 2,000. You've got a lot more to do. Thank you. Wow. Jonathan Cantupozos, please come forward. Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan. Did I say your name right? Yeah, you're right there. Thanks, Jonathan. Jonathan Cantupozos of Bonita Springs is a third-grade student at Three Oaks Elementary School. His principal is Jody Moorhead. His school resource officer is Deputy William Weaver. If family and friends and a principal and school resource officer would come forward at this time, I'll share Jonathan's story. Three Oaks Elementary School counselor Lori Walls wrote that Jonathan found money on the sidewalk at our school. He immediately turned it in to our assistant principal, Tammy Lemaster. Jonathan could have kept the money and given it to his family or kept it for himself, but he did not. He's an honest young man who works hard and is always doing the right thing. He's also kind and considerate. And for that we say, Jonathan, for your honesty and integrity, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Dane Heil, a round of applause for Dane Heil, please. Dane Heil of Bonita Springs is a fifth-grade student at Three Oaks Elementary School. If family and friends would come forward at this time, I will share Dane's story. Three Oaks Elementary School counselor Lori Wallace wrote in the nomination that Dane plays baseball at the Three Oaks Community Park. He came home from practice upset that his teammates were not kind and friendly to a new player on the team. This player that was new to the team had only played t-ball in the past, so he didn't have all the equipment that he needed. Dane decided that he would help. He got out his old bat bag, full of baseball equipment that he wasn't using anymore, and he even got his brother's old batting helmet and proceeded to give all this to the new player. It was a sign of a big heart and true compassion for his fellow teammate. And Dane, for that we say thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Chance Taylor, a round of applause for Chance Taylor, please. Chance Taylor of Cape Coral is a fourth-grade student at Hancock Creek Elementary School. His principal is Dr. Denise Luster. His school resource officer is Deputy Rachel Bauer. If family and friends would come forward at this time, principal, school resource officer, I'll share Chance's story. Hancock Creek Elementary School physical education teacher Carol Paulo wrote that Chance's older cousin was staying at his house while his parents were out of town. The boys were in the pool about 10 minutes and then got out of the pool to toss the football around. Chance's cousin said he was not feeling well and said his vision was completely blurred. He then passed out and thumped to the ground. Chance did not hesitate, and he immediately got his mom and he called 911. He comforted his cousin until paramedics arrived and took Chance's cousin to the hospital. his quick actions that day potentially saved a life. And for that we say, Chance, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Jasa Pierce, a round of applause for Jasa Pierce, please. Jalissa, thank you. Jalissa, where are you? Thank you, Jalissa. Sometimes I mess up the names. I'm so very sorry. Jalissa Pierce of Fort Myers is a second grade student at Heights Elementary School. Her principal is Dr. Douglas Palau, school resource officer, staff officer Alan Canfield. If family and friends would come forward, I'll share Jalissa's story. Dorothy Troy wrote that Jalissa was with an older friend when they scratched off a lottery ticket and discovered it was worth $100. Well, your lives are lucky. At the location where this occurred, there was a homeless man. Jalissa saw him, made eye contact, and they smiled at each other. And her heart immediately went out to this person. She felt bad for him as he had no shelter, had no food. As they went into the store to redeem the lottery ticket for the cash, she insisted that they spend some of the winnings on getting something for the homeless man. And she got him bottled water, she got him food, and presented it to him. And he was very grateful. Jalissa's actions reflect her big heart, and her thoughtfulness, her compassion, and concern for others is to be commended. And we agree, Jalissa, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Yaritza de Dios Marquez, a round of applause for Yaritza, please. Yaritza de Dios Marquez of Fort Myers is a fifth grade student at Bayshore Elementary School. Her principal is Principal Ben Osman. Her school resource officer is Deputy Andrew Eschlager. If family and friends, teachers, principal, and school resource officer would come forward at this time, I will share Yaritza's story. Bayshore Elementary School fifth grade teacher Nicole Duhane wrote that in our classroom we had a non-English speaking student come to our class just before spring break. Yaritza took it upon herself to help this student. Yaritza translated assignments, directions, and questions. She also donated school uniform shirts and skirts to the student so she would have clothes to wear to school. She's been truly so kind, selfless, and helpful to the student, and always to her teacher. And for that we say, Yaritza, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Addison Viguez, I don't know if I got that name right. Addison, help me say your last name. Come up here. Addison, how do I say your last name? Boucher. Addison Boucher. Addison Boucher of Estero was a second grade student at Pinewoods Elementary School. If family and friends would come forward at this time, I'll share her story. Stout, School Resource Officer Deputy Stout, and the principal. Yes, Principal Gunderson, I forgot. Corporal Paul Howard wrote in the nomination letter that I feel Addison should be recognized for bringing a safety concern to her parents in reference to an out-of-the-ordinary circumstance. It had occurred at a bus stop where two fellow Pinewoods Elementary School female students were observed getting picked up by an unfamiliar older male. And Addison realized this was completely out of the norm, as these children were usually picked up by their mother. And it bothered Addison, so she had to do something about it. So she reported what she observed. She reported this to her parents. And in turn, it was reported to school officials who took appropriate actions to confirm that it was okay and the two students in question were safe. It is so important that when we see something that does not look right or seem right, that we share this concern with an adult. And for that we say, Addison Boucher, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Ariana Garcia, a round of applause for Ariana Garcia. Ariana, are you here? There you are. I knew you were here. We talked before the ceremony. Ariana Garcia, Fort Myers, is a pre-K student at Allen Park Elementary School. Principal Lisa Eastridge, School Resource Officer, Deputy Jamie Bryant. If family and friends, principal, and school resource officer would come forward, I'll share Ariana's story. Miss Allison Graham wrote that I was shopping with my granddaughter, Ariana Garcia, when a person took my wallet from my shopping cart. It happened so quickly, I didn't even realize it. But Ariana saw it happen. She witnessed the crime in progress, saw it transpire, and she immediately sounded the alarm and alerted me as to the theft and who had committed the theft. And because of Ariana's alerting me, she was doing it in such a way that other people around her heard what was going on and they responded. And the people that heard Ariana, did you scream or did you yell? Ariana, did you yell or scream? You screamed. Other people came to the rescue and they were able to apprehend the person who committed the crime, and they recovered my wallet. You see, Ariana is usually very shy and quiet, but not that day. Ariana notified us all in a mature and in a non-hesitating fashion. She acted quickly, decisively, and displayed great bravery. And for that we say, Ariana Garcia, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Jaylene Muniz. Are you here, Jaylene? Come on down. A round of applause for Jaylene Muniz, please. Jaylene Muniz of Lehigh Acres is a 7th grade student at Lehigh Acres Middle School. Her principal is Nikita Watson. Her school resource officer is Corporal Eduardo Afanador. If family and friends, school resource officer, and principal would come forward at this time, I will share Jaylene's story. Lehigh Acres Middle School School Resource Officer Corporal Eduardo Afanador wrote in the nomination letter that Jaylene Muniz advised a teacher that a fellow student was in crisis and was hurting themselves. Upon receiving this information, the teacher was able to get the student the help they needed to deal with the crisis. This was courageous and showed a very caring heart. And Jaylene, for sharing that information, for helping this individual, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Jo Marie Garcia, a round of applause for Jo Marie Garcia, please. Jo Marie, I don't think you're here. Are you here, Jo Marie Garcia? We'll have to honor you at school then. Dustin Benditz, a round of applause for Dustin Benditz, please. Dustin Benditz of Lehigh Acres is a junior at Dunbar High School. His principal is Principal Carl Burnside. School Resource Officer is Corporal Ranju George. If family and friends would come forward at this time, Principal and School Resource Officer, I will share Dustin's story. Dunbar High School School Resource Officer Corporal Ranju George wrote that Dustin pulled up on an accident which had just occurred. He observed that the scene was a mess, including an overturned vehicle. Dustin immediately focused his life-saving efforts to the people or person in the overturned vehicle. Dustin went and discovered that the vehicle contained one person, and he assisted the driver in safely exiting the vehicle. His quick thinking on the scene that day helped increase the probability of survival for the driver he rescued from that overturned vehicle. His actions reflect courage and heroism, and for that we say, Dustin, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Judas McKenzie, a round of applause for Judas McKenzie, please. Judas McKenzie of Fort Myers is a senior at Dunbar High School. If family and friends would come forward, I will share Judas's story. Dunbar High School staff member Mildred Jackson wrote that a student was sick, laying on the floor at school. Judas immediately responded to the student in need. He went to the school clinic, informed me of what he had observed. He got a wheelchair and took me to where the student was so he could help me. He used his strength to safely lift the student up off the floor and place her in the wheelchair. After she was receiving medical attention at the clinic, he went to the student's class, got her books and other possessions, and brought them to her. His actions reflect quick thinking, responsibility, maturity, and a caring heart. And for that we say, Judas, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Christina Ayala Perales. Christina, are you here? I didn't see you. We'll have to honor her at school. Okay, Christina Ayala Perales. We're going to honor two students together at this time, Felipe Mendez and Dulce Martinez. A round of applause for Felipe and Dulce Martinez. I believe Dulce's not here. Felipe, Dulce's not here, right? But we'll honor you. Felipe, thank you. And Felipe is here. Felipe Mendez resides in Fort Myers. Dulce Martinez resides in Lehigh Acres. Both are 10th grade students at Lehigh Senior High School. Their principal is Jackie Corey. Their school resource officer is Corporal Garfield Young. If family and friends or principal and school resource officer would come forward at this time, I will share Felipe and Dulce's story. Assistant Principal Peggy Schlichter is here representing Principal Corey. Lehigh Senior High School ESE teachers Michelle Smith and Angela Zarelli wrote that Felipe Mendez and Dulce Martinez became aware of a disturbing incident after school. A student was being bullied and pushed around. Both Felipe and Dulce got involved to intervene and to break up the incident. They helped the victim and made sure they were okay. They also courageously shared what had happened with school authorities. Authorities were then able to take appropriate steps to alleviate the situation. They cared enough to stop. They cared enough to get involved and help that day. And for that we say, Felipe Mendez, thank you, and Dulce Martinez for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. At this point in our celebration, we're going to have a special recognition award. So I want the members of the Dunbar High School Student Government Association to come forward. We have with us, of course, their advisor, Ms. Catherine O'Connor, Laura Gonzalez, Zachariah White, Caleb Yeomans, Galen Garcia, Shodesia Dickerson, Kiara Etienne, Faith Massey, Cashelyn Morgan, Roll Stens Gordet, Rhodesia Dickerson, Berlene Lewis, Jacqueline Dixon, Aternasia Fields, Jocelyn Petit Ferre, and Christian Carlisle, and Brianna Harris. And is someone speaking for the group? Who's going to be the spokesperson? Christian is? Christian. Tell the people in television land what the group did this year at the Student Government Association of Dunbar High School.
Hello. Do I have to?
Yeah, you're good. Put it close to you.
All right. Hi, I'm a senior at Dunbar High School, Christian Carlisle, and I was the director of communications for SGA. With Ms. O'Connor, we didn't have enough school spirit, but then when Ms. O'Connor came into Dunbar High, she instilled that into us a lot. A lot of people wanted to join us. Before getting into that class, I didn't even know what SGA was. I didn't know we had a class, and Ms. O'Connor brought that up into the light for me. We probably didn't make school spirit as it was supposed to be, but we can start it, and that's what we did this year, and I hope to see it do it better next year.
Christian, I couldn't say anything better. I've got a bum finger. Thank you. Here's what they did, though. Their moderator, Catherine O'Connor, wrote that these members of SGA log countless hours of service to community and the school. And the club members are all leaders. They have taken the lead in planning and executing many social events on the campus. They have conducted many fundraising efforts for Leukemia, Lymphoma Society, Love a Child, Pink Out, breast cancer, canned food drives, and other charitable causes. These students work tirelessly to benefit Dunbar High School and the greater community while seeking no praise. But they do get a trophy. We better get that trophy over here pretty quick. You don't get the praise, but you get the trophy. But this is praise. We appreciate you. They do it because they're compassionate about making Dunbar High School and the community a better place. Thank you, Dunbar High School Student Government Association, for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Don't you leave, because we're going to leave you students stay up here, because we're doing School of the Year. Each year, we honor schools in Lee County that have fully participated in the Do the Right Thing Youth Recognition Program. If Principal Carl Burnside could come up here, Dunbar High School, school year 2017-2018, Do the Right Thing School of the Year, Dunbar High School. Round of applause for Dunbar High School. That's another trophy. Principal Burnside, come up here. There's other Dunbar students here. Principal Burnside, I'll give you a few seconds to praise these kids. Congratulations. Great school, great spirit.
Okay. All right, good afternoon. My name is Carl Burnside. I'm the very proud principal of Dunbar High School. And that pride comes in the fact that while we're excited to be recognized, I just think this is just an indictment of the fine young people we have at Dunbar High School. The way they represent themselves as individuals, the way they represent their community, and the way they represent their school. I've been principal there since 2000, and the awesome things that the kids do, all that does just continues to motivate me. You know, as a principal, people look at, I'm supposed to inspire them, but I can say that my students are an inspiration, and you're seeing just an example of the many fine students that we have here today and throughout the entire year. And the Do the Right Thing ceremony is just another way of showcasing that. And just, like I said, I'm just very proud of being the principal there. Feel blessed and proud to have such phenomenal students. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Round of applause, Dunbar High School. We'll get a quick picture. And our other Do the Right Thing School of the Year on the elementary school level is Tortuga Preserve Elementary School. Dr. Scott Lemaster, principal. Round of applause for Tortuga Preserve Elementary School. Dr. Lemaster, I need you up here at the... Where? Yes. Dr. Lemaster, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Kind of piggybacking what Mr. Burnside was saying, the kids inspire us, and the opportunity to even come here and be here just once a month is awesome. All the good things our kids do. Honestly, this was a goal of ours. We have 3 or 4 big goals a year, and I'm not afraid to tell everybody that this was a goal to try to be #1 in honoring and paying respects to our children. And I just personally want to say thank you, Sheriff Scott, the Lee County Sheriff's Office, Mr. McGraw, our voice volunteers, our school board, Dr. Atkins, our teachers, our staff, our students. So I hope I don't leave anybody out, but like I think Mr. Burnside said it very well. The kids inspire us, and you know, for the teachers to be able to come down and the parents to be out here. Thank you to all our parents too, by the way. It's just an honor, and I know at Tortuga Preserve we've been working really hard. And what we do is, with these awards, as we make kids feel good about themselves, and we reinforce goodness and kindness in the world, and that's so important. Thank you, Mr. McGraw and Sheriff Scott, School Board, Dr. Atkins. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Dr. Lemaster. Each month during the 2017-2018 school year, The schools that we've honored today have actively participated in the Do the Right Thing Youth Recognition Program. They've used the program to reinforce positive behaviors among children and to establish students as role models for their peers. They've been keenly aware of the power of positive behavior, positive choices, and positive actions as articulated by the Do the Right Thing Youth Recognition Program. They have been true partners with the Lee County Sheriff's Office in our combined efforts to make a lasting impact on our community's youth. Finally, the rebroadcast dates for Comcast will be on Lee County Government Access Channel 97, Lee TV. Is set tentatively to start on Saturday, June 9th at 8 o'clock. It'll air on Saturday evenings for about 4 months. And today's ceremony will also be rebroadcast on Lee Schools TV, Comcast Channel 99, and CenturyLink Cable Channel 89, daily at 9 o'clock and 8 p.m. starting June 11th. We'd ask that the students stay for a group photo at the end of our celebration. And as we conclude today and get ready for summer break, let us take to heart the inspiring stories that we've heard today, and let's always choose to do the right thing. Let's have one final standing ovation for our students here today. Thank you.